Welcome to another edition of a NEBA Spotlight. Today, I'm very happy to present our friend Judith. Judith, tell us about you. Tell us about your business.
Hey, thank you, Greg. Good morning, everybody. I'm Judith Jameson, and I'm a love coach. And I work in the different areas of love, which is find a date worth keeping, or you found the date and you're thinking of getting married. So marriage preparation work, which I call a 6-week boot camp for premarital coaching. I also do marriage coaching where I save marriages. I've never lost a couple to divorce, so yay. And the fourth area is divorce, which is what I'm talking about today, even though we are the day before Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, we are in the divorce season right now. And so I guide men and women through the process of picking attorneys or overseeing and managing their attorney. Maybe they need a mediator. Maybe they need a child psychologist. There's so many different moving parts when it comes to divorce. And the secret to my sauce is this. That's my cell phone. My clients can have access to me 24/7. So you won't get that from your attorney. You won't get that from a psychologist. You're not going to get that from the judge. That's what I offer. This particular presentation I wanted to give, this is one that I recently gave for a nonprofit to an organization in Lowell, Massachusetts that works with young girls and young women to teach them about finances. And we all know that finances is a really tough spot for a lot of people all the time. And so they asked me to come and speak about how to approach a divorce, remembering that most of these women don't have a lot of money. So I wanted to educate them just on the process. And then I gave them, there were 65 people on the webinar, and I gave them all free access to me. So I could potentially be pro bono work for 65 young women who are considering separation and divorce. This is my contact information. And my tagline is hope for today, help for tomorrow. Help for today, hope for tomorrow, rather. No, it's not moving. Okay, here we go. So the name of the organization is Women's Money Matters. And this is what they do. This is the group in Lowell. And I just think it's phenomenal when a nonprofit gets together to help any struggling group of people, especially in the area of finance, because no matter what their situation is, finances are probably going to be part of it. So if anybody is interested in more information about this organization in Lowell, please get in touch with me. I'm on fire to help these people. I'm going to be doing a webinar every month for them. And I just got them a divorce attorney to speak with them. And then I also got them a financial planner. So that's what I do. That's my give back. I enjoy it. Let's see if we can get the next one here. There we go. So this is what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit more about myself. I'm going to talk about the divorce process, the divorce coping skills, taking care of yourself, helping your kids, and a little bit of an object lesson at the end. Okay, there we go. So what is my background? Like, who the heck gets to be called a love coach? Well, for me, I started as a paralegal. I got my degree at Boston University. I was working in different law firms. I have several life coaching certifications. I have marriage coaching and counseling certifications. I have a counseling program background, actually from a seminary. So it's a little bit deeper than what you would get at a typical counseling program. I run a divorce support group 1 night a week for men and women. They're all over the US and Canada. I'm on fire for that. That is currently Monday nights. I do workshops like this, which is what I'm presenting today. I also have a podcast every Tuesday morning at 11. And I myself have gone through divorce, okay? I've dated, I've married, I've divorced. I've dated, I've married, I've divorced. I've dated, I've married. Stops right there. Third time's a charm. One of the things that I like to talk to people about when I'm running these workshops is you have to come to reality. You have to say to yourself, this is my life. This process is happening. The train is out of the station and I have to accept it. And that's what I do with my clients. It's not going to be this bumpy and horrible forever, but right now, this is your norm. And so I give them some different object lessons, which I don't have time to go into today, but these are some of the things that I do. I also talk about the emotional roller coaster. So On a Monday morning, you feel great. Monday afternoon, you go to the grocery store, you start to feel like you're going to cry. It's because the emotions are just being triggered by other people having a fun time shopping, and you're suddenly shopping on one budget, one salary, and you're nervous about, can you really afford all these groceries? You go to the gas station, you see this couple get out, and she goes in and buys, a pack of gum while he nicely fills her tank. People doing couples work around you, being couples, can be really difficult. I also talk about the fact that you have to understand that your norm right now is that you're going to have a fog brain. You're not going to eat, or like me, you might eat too much. You're not going to sleep, or maybe like me, I slept too much. So for me, I eat and sleep. Not going to lie, I'm like a sloth. But most people lose a lot of weight and they sit there like this at night, like a raccoon, like they can't sleep. And they need help because they have to get through this. This is the emotional roller coaster that I talk about. Every day you could have all of these emotions, but maybe on Tuesday you only have rage, my personal favorite, or Tuesday night you start to feel sad again and you're just dismayed with yourself. Wednesday you might have none of this, and Thursday you might just feel this intense pain where you feel like your heart is literally going to fall out of your chest. This is normal, and I really try to educate people on this so that they don't feel bad about the fact that they feel these feelings, because suicidal thoughts are normal, but they will be exasperated during a divorce. And if they don't understand that this is normal, that anxiety can lead to depression, and depression can lead to suicidal thoughts. These are a bunch of coping skills that I give my clients. I will say, for the sake of time here, the number one thing I tell people is get a notebook, get a notebook, get a notebook. You have to be prepared. This is happening. The train is out. You need to be prepared for your attorney, your pending attorney, or the attorney that you have. And so I teach them how to organize it. So there's certain activities that I say you put in the front of your notebook, and there's other activities that go in the back of the notebook. The other thing is I talk about getting a good support team, me, obviously, but also you need one or two friends who are going to lift you up when you're, in the dumps and you can't get your cooking going. You're not feeding your kids. You're not washing the dishes. You're not getting out of the house. You cannot isolate. You need to tell two friends, you have permission to come over here and whoop my butt and say, get out of the house. We're going out for coffee. This I will not spend time on, but I teach everybody this. This is something I use when I'm working with every new client to make sure there is no domestic violence or abuse involved. But when I'm doing seminars like this, like the other night, when I gave this presentation to 65 young women, I wanted to show them what to do with this. So I had them print this out and I showed them an exercise to do with that. I am highly trained in domestic violence and I work with police departments around New England. Proven divorce coping skills. I don't have time to go through all of these, but always remember that right now you have to be selfish. It's not really being selfish, but you have to focus on yourself. You have to put the oxygen mask on first, like you do on an airplane. You cannot cook for your kids. You cannot go to work. You cannot take care of your elderly parents if you don't take care of yourself first. You have to get exercise, you have to eat, and you have to have that support team of one or two friends that I spoke about, who, by the way, are not other people going through divorce. They have to be positive, healthy people that are not going through a divorce. Also, we talk about staying stable with your food, cut out the caffeine. Everybody hates that. Eat the right food, get rid of your ding dongs and your yodels. I know I'm dating myself, but those are what I like. And I give them some breathing exercises. Kids, this is usually a half hour when I'm with people that have kids, when I'm presenting. Kids need help, and kids they internalize things. Each child will internalize this differently. So it's very important to know the warning signs. If you say your kid's in their room all the time because they're just a teenager, no. If you're going through a divorce, that's probably not the case. There's something else going on. If your kid seems bubbly and friendly and says, hey, see you later, Dad. Thanks for making my lunch. See you at 3 o'clock. Yeah, if they're really happy all the time, something might be wrong. So I often work with kids 6 and over, the kids of the parent that is my client. So they have a friend, they have someone that they can call and lean on. And then healing is a choice. I don't need to go into this too much, but basically we choose to heal. We choose better ways to process through our divorce. And this is my favorite one. You probably can't even see it. You see a little tiny dot right there? That is the entire divorce process. That is only a speck in your spectrum of your wonderful life. You have a purpose. Every human being was created because we have a purpose here on earth. And that does not define you. You're not a divorced person. After your divorce, you're a mom, you're a seamstress, you're a bank teller, you're an awesome daughter, you're a bicyclist. You're not somebody that went through a divorce. So that's all I have today, Greg. That's my presentation on how to process through a divorce and try to grab onto some positive attitude and know that there's hope at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you, Judith. How do people reach out to you if they want more information?
The best way is judithjameson.org. There's a contact form there, or they can call me 781-249-1770.
Thank you, Judith, and what a wonderful presentation. We look forward to supporting you.